Hi guys, welcome back to another video in my channel. Today I'm going to be telling you a little story. This is gonna be like a story time. We're gonna sit down in this couch, get comfortable, talk a little bit. I think like this is the top 3 questions that I always get. It's why are you vegan? Do you play basketball? Because I'm like 2 meters long and people always ask me, hey, do you play basketball? Hey, how's the weather out there? And why did you leave Venezuela? I think those 3 are the top 3 questions that I always get asked. And for example, with the vegan story, like, I mean, it's a super long story. And I feel like I always kind of like turn off my brain and I start telling the same story, like blah, 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 because it's always the same. Like I have to repeat it all the time. So for this video, I want to make it kind of different. I don't know, I want to say things that I've never said before. And for me, veganism totally changed my life for good, like for so many reasons. I'm so grateful, and that's why I'm so excited about it, and I'm always like talking about it and being so passionate about it, because it totally changed my life. And I'm not here to tell you like, oh, stop eating animals and you are a murderer. Like, not at all. Like, for me, it's a beautiful lifestyle and something that really changed me, changed my health, changed my point of view of life, changed everything that I am. So yeah, let's go back to October 21st of 2015. So yeah, I've been vegan for almost 5 years. And yeah, it was kind of complicated. I was living in Venezuela. I grew in a family where being vegan or vegetarian was something that they don't know. My family it's from a small village in Venezuela. I didn't grow there. I mean, I was going to my grandparents' farm every now and then, but I grew in the small city called Mérida in Venezuela. Ever since I was a little child, I honestly, like, I swear to God, I didn't like meat. I mean, cow's meat, it's like, it was disgusting for me in a way. I never liked it. I obviously liked dairy, cheese, milk, all of that. I used to love it. Eggs, like everything, you know, like all the things, like cakes and cookies and pizza, like all of those things, I used to love them. I used to be like a super picky eater, and I was only eating like trash food and fast food, McDonald's and all of that. Like, I was eating so badly, like so badly. Like, you grow up and you think like, oh my gosh, this is so healthy, like I have to eat animals because that's like what the standard diet is, and it's like this is what everybody does, so I have to do it. But okay, so I grew up and I was like really fat. I was so sick. I was ill, like literally so ill. I had a tumor in my brain and it was pressing down my hypophysis, so all my hormones were totally crazy. Like, I had my testosterone super low, like super low. I was like 16 and I wasn't even going through puberty. And I was 16, I was like 180, and I was like, with the boys like this. And I was like, it was so crazy. And I didn't have energy. I didn't have drive to do things. I was like so ill. And of course, like, hormones control everything in your body. So for me, it was really difficult because I was like, I was swimming, but I didn't really have the energy to do it. I was like kind of depressed. I was really insecure. I was insecure because I was fat. I was insecure because my body was like a little child but super tall. I had a bacteria in my body that it was making me go sick, like with flu all the time. This bacteria is called ASLO, and when you have it super high, like, it makes you like go through extreme pain, and you have a lot of like mucus in your throat and in your nose. So it was horrible. It was a really tough time. I was nothing like I am right now. I was like a total different person. I was trying to find like a healthy diet. So when I was like about 16, I started to lose weight and I started to swim more and train more, and I was becoming more aware of what I was eating, but I was still eating chicken and eggs and milk and all of that. But then the crisis in Venezuela started to kick, like in 2014. I wasn't even able to buy chicken or fish or meat because it was so expensive. So basically what I was eating for a lot of time was just eggs with everything, because like in my mind it was like, fuck, this dog doesn't stop barking. Shut up. Dog, please, I'm trying to record a video. It's not, no. I mean, it's a video about loving animals, so let's accept the barking of this dog. You're amazing, dog. Whatever you are barking, you're ruining my video, but whatever. Okay, so I was going through this kind of healthy lifestyle, eating only eggs and and incorporating more veggies. Oh, I used to hate veggies. Like, I used to hate them all. I wouldn't eat cucumber, zucchini, eggplant. I used to hate eggplant. Red bell peppers, onions, I used to hate them all. Like, they would make me, I used to hate them. I was only eating cheese with, I don't know, bread and all of that, like super basic, terrible feeding. That I think that my diet when I was a child really affected me when I was a teenager, because I was so ill, I was so sick, and it was all consequences of my bad eating habits. After so many years of treatment with normal medicine that never worked, they injected me hormones, they sent me to take pills and all of that. None of them worked. I was feeling horrible. Then we went with this doctor that was very famous in Venezuela, and I remember like he had cured so many people with cancer and different super hard diseases. So I went with him and he was like, okay, yeah, you're very ill, like you're totally bad for someone who's 18. I was 19 when I went with him. Yes, I was 19. So he was like, you're 19 and you're supposed to be in the best time of your life, but you're like totally down. You're living like a 60-year-old man. He told me like, okay, here's your diet. The first thing that you have to do for this treatment to heal you, it's change your diet. Like, it was a total natural treatment with plants and herbs and teas and all of that. But like the base, the foundation of the treatment was the diet. Like, I had to totally get rid of all the animal products, and I was like, wow, so he's basically telling me that I have to go vegan. And I remember that day, I was like, Mom, I have to go vegan. And I mean, how am I gonna do this? Like, I don't know how to eat vegan. What am I gonna eat now? Because my mind was so closed. Then when I became vegan, I had to do researches and look videos on the internet and read books, and I was so into it. I was so passionate about it and so interested about it. I was just straight cutting out all the animal products out of my diet in my life, and I was like, I'm not gonna eat them anymore. So yeah, I was going through, like, it was difficult. The first 3 weeks I was craving cheese and eggs and food. Like, I was craving that, I'm not gonna lie. It was, I mean, I think it's normal. Like, your body is used to have these things during your whole life, and all of a sudden you cut them out. Of course, your body's gonna be like, ooh, a little bit crazy. But then I remember everybody thought that I was going to die in my family, and my close friends, they were like, no, but you're gonna be weak and you're gonna be not feeling good. And I was feeling amazing. Honestly, I was feeling so full of energy and so, I don't know, I was thriving, honestly. But of course, you are surrounded by your family that's still eating that. I mean, I have to thank my mother, because she's always been my #1 supporter, and she supported me with that so much, like big time. She was like, okay, I'm gonna be vegan with you, and I'm not gonna buy any animal products in the house, because I don't want you to be triggered for them. Like, I don't want you to have cravings on them, and you know, so we're both gonna be vegan. Mama, I love you so much. You always support me, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, like, honestly. So yeah, I had my mom's support, but then when I was leaving the house, it was really hard for me. Like, my house, it was like this little bubble where everything worked perfect, but for me going out in Venezuela, it was like, there's no vegan options. If you go to a restaurant, there's no vegan options in supermarkets. There's no snacks, there's no anything. I was relying on fruits and peanuts and like nuts and all of that, but I started to recover. And after the 6 months of the treatment, I went to the doctor again, hoping that he would tell me like, okay, like the treatment is over. And I was like, okay, after the treatment is over, I'm gonna eat normal again. I'm gonna eat cheese, meat, eggs. And when I went, he was like, wow, the treatment really worked. Like, you don't, the tumor, it's gone, the bacteria is dead. You're feeling amazing. Congratulations, you made it. Like, you're totally fine. And I was like, wow, this really changed my life. And not only my health, like, I totally changed my energy. Like, everything changed on me. I became like more spiritual, and I started to meditate and be more aware of the universe and the energies and everything, the planet Earth and the animals, and like more connected with myself and with the universe. It was so beautiful. It was like an awakening in all the levels. It wasn't only like being healthy, it was like being happy. I became for real happy. I was depressed. I was in this deep black hole of depression and being insecure and being so sad, and I came out of it. I started meditating and being so connected with myself, and that was beautiful. And veganism really changed my life. I mean, I don't know where would I've been if it wasn't for that doctor and if it wasn't for veganism. Your diet, it's completely your medicine. Like whatever you eat totally affects you for good or for bad. So I didn't realize that until I was like 19, and I was so sick of going through treatments that didn't work, and I had like my hormones were going up and down, up and down, up and down, and it was so exhausting for me. Like I was literally feeling like shit. That really made me realize like health, it's everything, and that really made me appreciate it. And for me, health, it's everything now. Like for me, being healthy, it's my first goal. Like that's the only thing that I want to do. Being healthy, have energy, and be happy. That's all I care about. I'm so full of life and joy, and I'm always up to do things, you know, like people tell me, hey, let's go hike a mountain. Okay, let's do it. Like I have always energy, and I'm always like up, up, up. And it wasn't like that for me, so that's why I appreciate it so much, and that's why I love it, because for a long time I wasn't healthy and I wasn't feeling alive, and now I do. Like for the last 5 years I've been feeling so alive and so healthy and so amazing. So yeah, veganism has been like what a journey. I mean, and at the same time I'm grateful for my illness, for my tumor and the bacteria that I had, because if it wasn't for that I would never go with this doctor, and maybe I would have never been vegan. You know, like bad things sometimes happen because they have something really good hidden behind them. So this disease and this bacteria and all of that, I see them as a blessing, because they were really bad when I was like 16 and I found out about it. I was so depressed and so sad because I was like so ill. But then when I was 19, like this disease became something totally good. It flipped, and now it's something that makes me so happy. Like I'm vegan and I'm so happy. I always eat things that will give me energy, that will make me feel good, that will give me nutrients, vitamins, all of that. When you eat a dead animal, like it's a carbs, you know, it's a dead energy. It has like all the fear and all the pain that the animal went through. That energy stays in that flesh of meat, and that all of that stays there, and you're eating that. So that really doesn't help all that. I mean, I'm like, my energy changed. I feel like I'm loving everyone. I feel like I'm floating, and like I'm so compassionate. So yeah, this is my vegan story. This is why I became vegan. Basically because I was super ill, and because I wanted to be healthy, and it really helped me and healed me and made me healthy, and I'm just so happy with it. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments down below if you're vegan, if you want to try. What are your thoughts on veganism? I want to talk with you. So let me know. Thank you so much for listening to my story, my vegan story. Thank you so much for all the support and everything. I know that we're a small channel, but we're gonna grow organically and naturally, and I really hope that there's more people coming into our little community here. So thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for watching. Bye.